Hello friends and family, and welcome to my channel. My name is Magnus and this is Green Machine Sweden. Today I'm starting another budget bonsai project. It all started with a visit some 10 or 14 days ago to a garden outlet center, and I found they had beech trees in pots of 6. And I think it was around 10 euro, 10, 11, maybe 12 euro. Anyway, I was astonished that they were still not broken into leaves, and I spent a lot of time finding the right composition of different trees. Choosing the right composition of trees in the garden center is probably the first step in creating a nice forest. What you want is different size of trunks and different heights of trees. I was so lucky that I actually found a pot with 2 trees growing in it. As you may already know, in bonsai we consider odd numbers better than even numbers. Although I think there are exceptions to that when you come to really big forest, but 4, 6, 8 is not good numbers. Anyway, I put out this really bad bonsai pot which I bought online. As you can see, it has bulged in the oven when heat treating it, so here it bulge out, here it bulge out, and are in general a really bad quality pot, not easy to see when you purchase stuff online, but as far as I can remember it was 7 or 8 euros, so it's really, you get what you pay for. And for this instance it's a perfect pot for the trees, and I can make a bonsai for less than 20 euro. The wire I use to hold the trees into the pot is 1 millimeter. It's reused from other projects and totally for free. The soil I'm using is leftover from my cactus repotting, which I have increased the clay and the leca clay balls as well to fit better for bonsai. So the bonsai wire and the soil is the cost is neglectable for me. I'm gonna show you exactly how to separate the pot with the 2 trees in. Other than that, most of it is a repetition of what you have already seen on my channel. Let's get into it. So actually this one has come into leaf, the other ones hasn't, so yeah, I'm ready to take the risk, even though it's a little bit late in the season to do this work. To my help I have a weed puller. This is what we use to pull weeds from in between the pavings. Very good tool, and also very cheap. I need to work myself down the root ball. This is a very heavy root ball. I will probably not need the bottom anyway, so pulling a little bit in the trees and trying to cut in between it. Most likely these trees will not have much root on one side, but that can be corrected in the future. At this point it's really hard to tell which root is for which tree. and there is a slight chance that it's actually the same tree. For a moment I was worried there. You see, this is a very thick root, and it seems like it's connected, so it's actually the same tree. But when I started to wiggle it, it seems like they are not connected, just interfere with each other. So I'm just working on here, but now I know that most of the roots of this tree is in this direction, and most of the roots from this tree is in that direction. So it showed out to be a lot more complicated than I hoped for. But I still hope we can get them apart. Yeah, look at this. Here they come. It's not that bad. Even though I want to be really careful with this root system, these really bulgy roots that travels back and forward here. I don't really have any use for that. So let's see what we have left when I have removed that one. Yeah, that was most of the roots. This is gonna be very exciting, very risky business. But at least we have something to start with. So looking at the other one, I think we saved a lot of interesting roots here, usable roots. I don't think it has, there are some bulky roots, but I think they are in the right direction, and since this is the one with the leaf on, I want to be extra careful. Look at this, quite a good natural root spread here. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this one as it is. So I have 5 more pots, but this one is going to be so much easier, I guess, I hope. So I will get back to you when it's time to clean the root system. Cheers. So yeah, I have cleaned up the root system, and I have sorted them from the biggest to the smallest tree just to see what I'm doing. As you can see, it was not that bad on the other ones. This one actually have a quite interesting root base for the future. But yeah, those two, that's what we call a full Nigel in the industry, right? So yeah, I'm gonna prepare the pot and talk a little bit about how to arrange trees in a forest. I have prepared with wires to tie the trees in, and I'm looking at the first tree is the biggest, it's the highest in the best of situation, but yeah, it's a little bit lower than the second thickest. Anyway, you want a thick tree, it can always grow a little bit higher, and you want to place it up off center and in the front. That's like the main tree in the planting. Now I need to think about, I need a space for another 6 trees here. But for now, I take the wire and try to make it stay there. Soon you will see why there's not so many good bonsai forest videos out there. Anyway, when you place the next trees, I have 2 with a little bit less thick stem. They need to be a little bit behind the first one, and at a different distance in between them. So I'm gonna put this slightly closer, wrap it, try to get it to stay in its place. This is where it's soon getting really complicated to get everyone to stay where I want them. It's already starting. So since this is a little bit heavier tree, it must be a little bit closer to the viewer, so you get that depth in the composition. I'm gonna try to wire this one as well into place, like so. The angles of them can be changed later or as we go. I think we have a good start there. I like to go with the smallest trees somewhere in the background. Like so. So yeah, while adding trees to the composition, I look from the front, trying to create that feeling of depth and non-symmetrical feeling, and no trees actually standing in the rows of each other at a different distance from the viewer. I think this needs to fan out a little bit like this. It's getting complicated here. I have another tall but small tree out here. Yeah, this is where it gets complicated. Everything is falling apart when I try to get it right. So yeah, I'm trying to tie the last wire here without the composition falling apart, like so. So yeah, I think I have created something that I really like here, and while I'm filling up soil, I can compensate a little bit and change the position just a little bit and the angles. However, it's Friday afternoon, the battery in the camera is running out, so I'm gonna do this and make a small update tomorrow. Cheers. So here is the final view of my new beech forest. It's been a couple of weeks since I put it into a pot, and yeah, it's leafing out now. Some of the trees earlier than the others, but yeah, I really hope that this will be a success despite the very hard root pruning. That's all I have for you today, folks. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, stay safe. Bye!